Hey friends, welcome back. A week ago, I showed you guys what was in my freezer, refrigerator, and my pantry. I wrote everything down in my notebook so I could come up with meals for the week. We are a low-income family. We're a family of 6, and I am just trying to be more frugal with our money. We have had some of the same food in our pantry and freezer for months. So I wanted to use all of that up before going grocery shopping again. If you're interested in seeing everything that we had, I'll link that video in the description. Here I'm just showing you guys some quick clips of that video where I laid everything out, and then I wrote everything down in my notebook so I wouldn't forget anything. So the very first night I made tacos for my kids. I almost forgot about this meat that I had, so I had to cook it before it went bad. But I also had some vegetables I wanted to use up before they went bad. So I made tacos for them, and that lasted them a couple of nights. And then I made a really big salad for my husband and I. I cannot make small salads. I make awesome salads, but I like to put a lot of stuff in them. So they're always really big, but never boring. They're so good. So here I chopped up all my vegetables and I put the sweet potatoes into my air fryer. And here I'm just making my kids their tacos. They had some leftover taco shells in the pantry. We had to use up this salsa. We use plain Greek yogurt as sour cream, and this guacamole was about to go bad, so we had to use that up too. These are technically mixing bowls, but I love them because they're so big, so I use them as salad bowls. So here's all the stuff I'm putting inside. We had some boiled eggs left over I wanted to use up. I had to use up that lettuce that was about to go bad. Those croutons have been in my pantry for so long. I don't even know how long. But yeah, I just wanted to use all of this up, so I made us a huge yummy salad and it was so beautiful. This is the second night and this one was my absolute favorite. It was so good. We have had these potatoes in our pantry for a long time and I wanted to use them up before they went bad. I did not have any ground beef left, but I did have these frozen burger patties. So I threw them into the air fryer and cooked them a little bit. And then I washed the air fryer out and put the potatoes in there. I put the burger patties into my pan and cooked them the rest of the way and just mashed the meat up. I had an onion I wanted to use before it went bad. So I added that to the meat too, and some seasoning and Dijon mustard. I've had these diced tomatoes in my pantry for so long. I also had some leftover black beans, so I threw those into the pan too and mixed everything up. When the potatoes were nice and crispy, I put them into a bowl and added some butter. I put the meat mixture on top and then some cheese and melted the cheese. And this was just so simple and so delicious. And then we kind of wanted that again the next night because it was so good. But that's all the meat I had left, and I did have a tomato and 2 serrano peppers in the refrigerator. So I took this little steak out of the freezer and I diced it up. And then I just added the tomatoes and the peppers and the remaining meat that we had from the night before. So I kind of made the same thing because I also had potatoes left. So this was really good too. I would definitely have that again. I had mentioned in my other video that I was just showing you in the beginning, someone went hunting and they gave us this pork shoulder. So my husband cooked it and we put Mongolian barbecue sauce on there. And we also had some sweet potatoes with it. And then this is what I made for my kids because they weren't interested in that. We had some of this chicken left in the freezer, and then I also made them some macaroni and cheese. I actually just showed this meal in my last vlog. So I took these meatballs out of the freezer, I added some butter to the pan, and I've had this penne pasta in my pantry for so long. So I was excited to get it out of there. So I did not have any pasta sauce, so it was basically just butter noodles, and I added some Parmesan cheese on top, and someone gave us these avocados from her garden, which was so nice. So we all had half of an avocado on the side, and this was really good and simple. This is more pork that someone gave to us, and we used the other sauce that had been in our pantry for a long time. Someone gave us this bag of orange slices for my kids. We had some cheese and a little bag of peas. So I wanted to use all of that up. So this is what we had for dinner the last night. Thank you so much for being here and watching, guys. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.